incredible. It was 3 weeks of just really intense action. And in the end, Ding did deserve it. His nerves held up the better, and he's a deserving world champion. I do feel sorry for his opponent. It was a tough fight. It was very close, but he got there in the end.
Yeah, tough one for the Russians, isn't it? They like to think they're at the top, but this is a really big win for China.
Yeah, it's a new dawn. As mentioned, now they hold both world titles. They're a potential superpower. They're fighting, I think, with India now to take Russia's crown as the kind of perennial kind of leading nation in chess. And Ding, yeah, it was emotional for him. He really did struggle throughout the 3 weeks. Often people were writing him off, and it did come down just to the final few moves, the final few seconds of the last match today. And yeah, I'm happy for him, gotta say.
And for non-grandmasters like me, how would you explain that sequence of events? How did Ding get this win?
Yeah, so it was a 3-week marathon. It was 14 games, and those 14 games were tied. It was 7-7. They'd each kind of taken blows against each other, both won some games, lost some games. So they had to be decided in a speed playoff. So the players didn't have too much time on the clock. It was a battle of nerves, a battle of who could essentially act the quickest, see things the quickest. And actually, it was the Russian, Ian Nepomniachtchi, who did make a blunder or make a big mistake in the final few seconds of the last game. It looked like that would be a draw as well. It looked like they would never be separated. But Ding was too strong. He pounced on his opportunity. And that's it with chess. It's just about who sees a bit deeper, and it was Ding on this day.
And David, you say that Ding was very emotional. It's a huge achievement for him, a really big win. How do you rate him amongst the world's great players?
He's still got a long way to go. He's only just become the world champion, the 17th classical world champion in history. So he still has a long way to go to kind of compete with his predecessors. But he's on his way, and I think he has overcome, just in the last few weeks, he's kind of overcome that shadow of Magnus Carlsen, the world #1 for the last 10, 15 years. People have kind of forgotten about him now. Ding, it's his time, it's his era, and if he can hold the title for maybe 10 more years, then he'll definitely be one of the greats in history.
So I guess we'll see. How competitive is chess at this level?
It's incredibly competitive. I myself have been a chess professional for the last 10, 15 years, but the top players, they work 8 to 10 hours every day on fine-tuning these little details, on studying their opponent's weaknesses, their strengths, just trying to get a little incremental edge on the opposition. And it's like it's like a spy game in a way these days. You have to kind of get inside your opponent's head, try and figure out what they're thinking. And someone like Ding, for example, the new world champion, he's incredibly good at seeing into the future, and that's what you need at the top level.
And how much interest is there growing around the world in chess? And will this victory, do you think, will it inspire more interest, especially among younger potential players in Asia?
Yeah, definitely in Asia, there's been a real boom, especially in India. I guess in China, it's been more tough. There are fewer tournaments in China, but in India and other parts of Asia, there's been a real kind of surge of young players. There's this joke that these teenagers now, they're stronger than ever before, and it's scary being an older player like myself these days. But yeah, thanks to, for example, this Netflix show, The Queen's Gambit, and other kind of factors, chess is on the rise, and I'm hoping it continues that way.
Well, David, you certainly look young enough to have many years of play ahead of you. Thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate it. That's David Howell, 3-time British champion and chess grandmaster. Thank you.